Hello, all my dear Pisces friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have a glorious forecast for you for April. Before I jump into that, however, I want to share a little information about my latest YouTube show. It's called Choose Happy, and there's already one show up on my YouTube channel. Our world really needs all the uplifting it can get. And many years ago, I had a radio show in which I gave lots of uplifting ideas, suggestions, truths, etc. And I've resurrected it. It was called If you want to change your life, change your mind. We've shortened that to Choose Happy. And one chapter, one video is already up. They won't be, subsequent videos will not be lengthy. I think 5 minutes is the maximum they are. They give you common sense suggestions on topics that I have dealt with and other people, including my clients, have dealt with. And if you have a topic that you'd like me to address, just shoot me an email. And if it fits with the format, I will. I'll keep your name, I'll keep your name anonymous, okay? To protect your identity. Because sometimes the problem is with a relative, and we really don't want to start World War III. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's look at this. Those of you who study astrology, see this second house? Oh, yeah, baby. I'm going to start with Mercury retrograde because it will be retrograde on the 1st of April. That's not an April Fool's joke. And it will go direct on the 25th. When Mercury is retrograde, everything is confused. Mercury rules communication, correspondence, and transportation. In other words, our mouth and our mind. And when it's retrograde, everything goes kerflooey. You are not going to want to start a new project. Well, maybe you will want to start a new project while Mercury's retrograde. I'm going to suggest to you that you hold off on that and wait until after the 25th to begin any new project. Instead, tie up the loose ends of unfinished projects, no matter what they are. And this way, you'll have longevity added to the project. What I've seen is if we start a new project under the retrograde Mercury, it will either fizzle out completely or have to be redone during the year. That's just how it is. I didn't make it up. That's how it is. So let's talk about what is, because you may be wanting to really jump in. Let's start with Mars, the red planet. Now, Mars is sitting in your first house. The first house is your physical body. It's you. It's the most personal point in the chart, and you're raring to go. You want to get going. You want to do it now. And your mantra actually becomes my way or the highway, because you're doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. In other words, you are a disguised Aries, and they don't let grass grow under their feet. Mars is going to sit in that first house until the 30th, and then it's going to move into your second house of money. Wherever Mars is what you fight with and fight for. In the second house, you can create a financial stream. You can create money. So when it moves into the second house of money on the 30th, it's going to be there for a little bit. This is fabulous. In addition, Venus, the lesser benefic, it rules money, beauty, happiness, love. Did I mention love more than 20 times? I mean, love, 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 love. And it is in your first house, and you have possibly over the past month or so changed your hair, your wardrobe. You've fallen in love with you. That's what you want to do, because that frees you from needing it from other people. Okay. On the 5th, Venus is going to move into your second house, and that's the money house. And Venus rules the second house in the natural zodiac. And so, along with Mars, which will move into the second house later, you are creating money in a beautiful fashion. Venus will stay in that second house till the 29th, when it moves into the third house of communication and ideas. And you're seeing things through the eyes of love. Mercury retro in the second house, and that can slow up the money a little bit. However, you can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. So go for it. With Mercury retrograde, there is confusion about, do I want to earn money this way or that way? What about my investments? This one or that one? So you're not going to start a new venture, especially if money is concerned, until after the 25th of the month. You want it to work, is why you don't do that. However, look at this. The sun, the yellow planet, the giver of life, is also in that second house. You got so much going for you. When the sun is in the second house, it creates income. It creates money. On the 19th, the sun moves into your third house, and you have brilliant ideas, great ideas. And of course, that's on the 19th. Venus is going to move in on the 29th, and Jupiter, abundance, the greater benefic, expansion. Jupiter is already there, and it's going to stay there all month, expanding your ideas. So I'm going to suggest, since this is the house of communication, after Mercury goes direct, you might want to start the great novel. However, if you have a great novel that's just been sitting there, this is a great time to tie up the loose ends on that one, and then express it, publish it, self-publish it when Mercury goes direct. Now, we have a new moon on the 8th. On the new moon, everything starts moving forward. But this is not just any old new moon. It's a solar eclipse. and that makes it incredibly powerful. This eclipse, well, let me back it up. A new moon, the effects of a new moon last 2 weeks, and then we have a full moon that lasts 2 weeks, and then we have another new moon. But when we have an eclipse on the new moon, or even on the full moon, when we have an eclipse, we feel the effects of that at least a week or two before it occurs. And we feel the effects of it for at least 1 year. And there it is in your second house of money. Everybody's going to envy your chart. Now, we still have the full moon on the 23rd. It's in 4 degrees of Scorpio. And it's in your 9th house of higher education, long distance travel. The 3rd house is short distance travel. The full moon in the 9th is long distance travel. It's you standing back and seeing the big picture and realizing that you have options open to you that you didn't even realize you had. And once Mercury goes direct, which it will on the 25th, go for it. This is a glorious forecast. So I hope you'll join me in May, when once again I take a look at your forecast. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.